Wait, are we live?
We're live. I'm
Welcome
not
to
on control this week, so we are actually live.
welcome to your Friday night tune-up, everyone. I'm your co-creator Hillis Pugh, along with
Rebecka Gregory here. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us this wonderful Friday. Isn't it new moon, or it's not going into new? Or the new moon was last night, going into new
New
moon.
Moon was New Moon was last night.
Leo, start Lion Gate opening. Oh yeah,
It's a lot
it's that
happening.
time again.
Well, to be honest with you, when is it not that time?
I know.
There's
Well,
there's
that's how it is right now.
I mean, especially like in the past 2 years, there's been a portal event after portal event, moon cycle after moon cycle, solar event after solar event, and so it just kind of speaks to the constant and consistent universal evolution that is happening right now. And the question is, one, how many of you guys are ready? And two, how many you guys know about everything that's going on? I mean, it's really amazing times that we're living in right now.
So Hillis, who really knows what everything that's going on? Because there is a lot going on.
There's only one person or one being that does, and that's the creator itself. Everyone else is just guessing.
We're just opening up. Tall is multi-dimensional, just everything that's yeah. So and I think it's just the energies have been like this to prepare us as we're ramping up and things are getting and more interesting. It's just the universe has been preparing us for this huge change that is occurring now, but shifting more and more
Yes, yes,
into
yes,
a new
yes.
person.
It's beautiful in the sense of really connecting to the tangible energies of the universe, really connecting to the tangible spaces that are there for us. And when I say tangible, meaning that it is now reachable, it is now obtainable. As before, there was always this space of it's happening, and I can almost taste it's like within my reach. But now, since everything is opening up, you can feel energetically in the body the difference of what it is. Hey, what's going on with your hand over there?
I I'm imitating the energy. I'm like feeling as you're talking, I'm like, it's the thickness. It's becoming thick. It's creating itself almost this matter. So my hand just is kind of emulating what's happening because that's
Yeah.
what I do. I realized I do that. So I was getting busted on when I went up to the Red Gorge, and I just think it's funny. Everybody was the people I were with kept on saying, "Why do you make sounds for everything? You make us nervous because you're always making sounds. We think something on." And I realized, like, I talk for inanimate objects or things that happen. Like example, I we were parking and the car ran into the curb. I'm like, ow! Like I would talk for the the curb, so I just realized some funny little
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with them. Yeah, when I started my gratitude practice, I don't do it as much anymore, but I should. Is I always talk to inanimate objects because
I
they all have life. It's
I
all
I know
energy.
they and that's just funny, but I just realized how much I talk with other things or, like, it just and that was it. When you were talking about that, my hands are just like, "This is what it feels like, everyone." So, anyhow, that was my fun fact of me.
Yeah. Well, see, there you go. It all happens.
And I'd like to welcome everyone who's joining us tonight, Indigo and Chuck and Deborah and whoever else has joined us on this beautiful Friday. Well, it's morning for some people, but yeah. What is what did she say? Several days I felt like I had no energy or drive. Then this morning, yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's for the lack of a better term, that's what's happening. I mean, we go through these moments of ebb and flow, and it's just allowing us to really step into who we really are. And speaking of stepping into who we really are, having the courage to really be ourselves. Rebecca, you watched something this week that was really interesting. What was that?
Oh, my, I kind of had this huge this week has been interesting for me. I go through these periods, especially around the new moon, and I think a lot of people. That's why I wanted to really bring this up. Life reviews of going back, and the subject this week was, that was brought into my awareness was all around all the abuse and looking at all the abuse I have. Um, Learned through in this lifetime, from sexual, physical, emotional, mental, and I'm sure a lot of people out there can relate. So I came across, and I always shows always things come in your awareness, the synchronicities, and the show I came across out of the blue was Secrets of Playboy, and I got intrigued by this show. And I'm not going to go into the details of the show, but it was all around what I was going through, and it was just basically um, a documentary of these women who were speaking up for the first time about things that had happened to them in that environment. And I was so enamored by it and of the courage of these women. It really made me to think, to step back and kind of look of, where our world's been and how have we shut ourselves down so much in fear of stepping forward and allowing others to allow to take in, as untrick yourself from the fuckery. We allowed ourselves to suffer,
Yeah.
on so many levels of take, and it's all part of where we are right now in humanity of learning all these things to have empathy. But I really, that show just really touched me. I sat there and like, watched it one night. My husband's like, "Are you still watching?" I'm like, "Yes." It's just I was enamored of these courage, and that's the big word I wanted to say this week is like step into the courage of you. It is now time to find those people out there and know that you're not alone. And I think that's the biggest thing. I think people feel that they're so alone in the world with what they're going through, but you're not. And you need to remember that, whether it's praying to a higher source or finding that group, um, or people in your world that'll listen and open, that you can share with and you can be with, that people are. I guess what the show made me realize that people are really searching to heal right now. So don't be afraid to open up, to express and be vulnerable of your story and what happened. It took I just give every woman who came forward on this show such just gratitude for speaking their truth and speaking up. And it just touched my heart so much and really made me look at things within my life. I'm so grateful for that. And then after that, I got on that Lizzo show right after that. So it was a whole nother like perspective of where women have been, and and this empowerment of Lizzo and what she's kind of showing in the world of taking control of your and looking at self-image and self-esteem and self-worth, and there's other things around it, but it was just kind of, oh, we're losing grandma's been, but I just
Grandma's here.
for everybody to open up to, kind of seeing it was just a beautiful just it was beautiful for me just to see those two different of those energies of, staying in the fear and then stepping and empowering yourself into the love and that in between. And I just really thought I'd share that. And if you feel like watching the show, it was actually it was very interesting. So it really helped me to look at a lot of things within myself that actually I was hiding with some things that happened to me, at a younger age. So it really transpired me to look at that as well. So I just wanted to bring that out to, find the courage inside of yourself, and now is the time. We don't have to be afraid anymore. The energy is opening us, as I said, for us to untrap ourselves from the
Yes.
fuckery. And you have support out
Exactly.
there. You're never alone, even though we think. And I think that's the big message is you're never alone. So that
Yes.
was that. And then that just transpired to a whole
Well, you hit on something, in the first half of your topic because, for those who are new to the show, I welcome you guys to the show this evening. Um, and so because what I do, well, you know what I do, is that a lot of people who come to see me, they suffer from some form of abuse, one form or another, but mostly sexual abuse. And part of the part of the reason why some people think that they may be feel alone is because they go through this space of trauma this internal trauma, this internal battle, especially since most of it occurs when they are kids. They really step into the energy of, I can't tell anybody, or something's going to happen, or they go through this internal battle. It's not more so about them not about it's not more so about them not really having someone they could talk to. It's more so about, them having their power taken away, their voice taken away. And so now what you talked about the women having courage to speak up about what happened to them, it's not more so about letting other people that they are not alone on their path or journey. It's more so about reclaiming their power, reclaiming their courage, reclaiming their voice, and in doing so, they are uh, expressing this aspect of themselves that was lost, that was given away freely sometimes, if you will. And I know some people may say that that's a misconception, that, why would I give my power away freely when I was abused on some level? And when we're kids, we don't know any better. We don't know, what we're doing. And so we just trust blindly, or when we are in a position of wanting to gain a perspective, or wanting to have an aspect of ourselves be seen or to be heard, we give that part of ourselves away just so we can have that recognition. And so it's all a balancing act of coming back to saying, like, okay, well, you know what? If I give this part away, if I give this part of myself away, then what am I getting back in return? Or it's all about really understanding that, yes, I said this, yes, I've done this. And it's all not also about blaming someone else, but it's also taking
Mhm.
responsibility too. And not saying that we are responsible for the torment and the torture and the trauma and the abuse that we all suffered at the hands of someone else, but it's also stepping into the acknowledgement of saying, yes, I was naive in this. Yes, I trusted the wrong person in this. So it's all about really moving into the understanding of, okay, I did it. It was me. And then accept it and clear it from your field, and then move on to the next. As I correct grandma's uh, present.
Pulling you down. She's pulling the wall down on you tonight.
Yeah, she is. She haven't done that. That hasn't happened in a long time. Thanks, grandma.
And it's really funny when you said that, talking about giving our power away to others. And, we all do that. We all have. And it's, claiming that in an hour in a space to claim that power and stand in that truth, no matter what happens, and being able to speak your mind and speak your truth. And I was just thinking while you were talking, Hillis, what came to me is like, we actually gave our power away at birth, coming into the world by listening or the domestication we received from everybody who's ever taught us anything we've ever learned in this world. In stepping us away of taking on all these belief systems. I was talking to a friend earlier today, and she was just talking about something, and I was like, that's an interesting belief around that. That's a belief she's like bought into. And I'm like, does that really make sense? Is that really the truth of you? And she's like, no. So it's like, where now, and the energies now, we're just moving into this way where we really have to discern and really get clear on what we truly desire in this world. And we don't have to take the bullshit anymore. You don't have to be fearful. You can walk through and stand up, because you will be supported. Not maybe
Yeah.
by everybody, but that's okay. Don't take it personally, those who don't
We'll
support you.
support you.
However, you will find people, because you never know. If you don't speak up, there might be people around you that are experiencing the same thing, that are feeling the same way. I'm like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. I've been wanting to say that, but I did not have the courage to step forward, because one voice alone can change the world, because one voice allows other to open to their voice, and then you can start a momentum of change. And that's what needs to happen right now in this world. We all need to step up in that space of love and allow the change to happen, and not be afraid of, oh, what could happen to me if I speak up, and be that catalyst to change. And that's what That's what everybody on this planet is, a light. Everybody on this planet is a gift. And not one person is bigger or better than any other person on the planet. We are all here for the same reason, to change this planet to be a better place and move through the energies. Right? See, Grandma agrees with me. And so you know that, to stand in that power, stand in your truth, stand in that
Yes.
growth, and know and reach out that we're all in this together. And don't let all this, and I know some parts of the world and something might be, difficult to navigate right now with certain things in different cultures and things, and I completely understand that. But how can we ever change it if we don't take a stand to stand up and speak our truth and be in the light we truly are? So I'm off my soapbox. Hillis is
Yeah.
taking his see, this is why I don't do a green screen, so I don't have to worry about that.
No, but I'm glad that you mentioned all of that you talked to, because all of it's really important. I like what Indigo said here just a moment ago, where she said the hardest part is learning to let go of the past and getting to the point where you can give gratitude for all things from the past, because we wouldn't be who we are today. And I'm happy with who I am. And she goes on to say that, Hillis, you helped me to get to that point, for which I'm eternally grateful. Much love and appreciation always. And so I just want to say thank you, Indigo, for sharing that. But the thing is, with people, what we have to really, really, truly understand is that what holds us in this container is the energy of comfort and safety.
Mm-hmm.
To say, you know, if I don't tell anybody, if I don't tell anybody my dirty secret, then I am safe. If I don't tell anybody, what happened to me, I am safe. If I don't tell anybody, this happened, I'm safe. And then, when you do decide to tell somebody, it's like, okay, am I not safe anymore? Should I not say this? And so it goes on to the whole aspect of, what do I do now? And so now is the time, people, because the energy is here to support us in that.
Exactly, exactly. And when you say I am safe, you are keeping yourself, A, as the victim, and B, they have the power.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's exactly it.
In the uncomfortableness is our strength.
Yeah. Heaven
And
knows I've been uncomfortable the past week.
I can imagine you went on a family event. Woohoo!
It was about a
Took
good
care of the end
hundred
of
of us.
time. Huh?
It was about a good hundred of us. All my cousins, and met my aunt for the first time I've never met in my life. And so it was like it was there were some trigger moments. I'm like, what really happened? And so, you know, and I think there's the space, speaking of safety, when you are around family, or when you're around friends, you have that feeling of safety, that safety net, to where you can allow yourself to be open to express yourself. And sometimes, heck, even a complete stranger, and sometimes that's even the best, because there's no thought of how are they going to judge me, or what are the repercussions if I do say this. It's like, oh, what do I do? What do I do? Type of situation.
You open up and express.
Yeah, but I mean, people are getting more
I had
comfortable
people
at
tell
doing that.
me, Hillis, people tell me their life stories. I've had the people tell me the craziest things in the craziest places, like deep, dark secrets. So yeah, I totally get that. And
I know
yeah,
you and I are in the same boat that way.
yeah,
I
yeah. It's
mean, I've had people tell me things unexpectedly. I'm like, what just happened? And so I say that to say, it's almost time for story time. But before we get to story
it
time,
is?
yeah, well, I don't know. I'm just moving in the flow of energy. You know how we do.
Okay.
We're
Let's
moving in
pick
the
up.
flow of energy. Um, but I do have a couple of announcements that I want to make before we move on. See, Grandma, she's just having fun tonight.
Just let grandma do her thing.
Um, that
You know what
I
she's doing
am,
right now.
huh?
Look what we're talking about,
Yeah,
being
I know.
uncomfortable. So she's
Yeah,
pushing you in the uncomfort zone because your little screen isn't perfect. So she's she's messing with you.
I know.
Ah,
Um, and so I'm super excited. I'm really super duper excited to announce this. This is the first time that I'm announcing this, that anyone ever hear this. And so I am now able to attune other people to the Lemurian light energy that I facilitate, that I use to help people with. So, if you're interested in learning how to be attuned to Lemurian light energy, you are more than welcome to message me, connect with me on social media, and we can set that up and get that going. And also, if you are living in the Fort Myers area, I am now doing in person sessions again. So I'm excited about that. And so if you like to see me for in person sessions in the Fort Myers, Florida area, you're more than welcome to message me and reach out to me there as well.
I got a question.
Yes.
So, what does the attunement um, not entail? But once you're attuned, does that mean that you can attune other people, or you're just attuned to the energy, or what is the attunement all about?
Well, the attunement is so when you get attuned, and it is a 6 to 8 month process. This is a
Mm.
long process because what we do is we we basically have to clean house essentially before you can get attuned to this. So we go through the process of cleaning a house for you to understand how to run the energy, how to connect to the Syrian energy that is Lemurian light energy, and to connect to that. And then once you connect to it after we clean house, we then can attune you. But it is not up to me to give the blessing for you to be able to attune others. It is up to the council. It is up to my teacher. And when I say council, I mean the other beings who have granted us this energy to attune others. And so and mind you, I've been attuned to this energy for about 3 years now, maybe a little bit longer. I lost track, but I now have the permission because of my work and diligence of being of service to other people that I now have the ability to attune others. So it is something that may not happen for you right away, but if you are diligent in this is something that you will be able to do as well, is to attune others.
Hillis,
Yes.
I have to tell you that you're gonna have a gift that's gonna open that you're gonna have to open up. That's coming
Okay.
to you.
Okay. We'll talk about that later.
I don't know what it is. I'm just looking at the backdrop, and that's what came to me to share. So
Yeah.
I just
No,
wanted
like I said, we'll talk about that later. And I know it's just me and my perfectionism, but this is going to be a real interesting
it's
show to watch back when it's available to watch. And so, yeah. Thank you, Spirit, for this gift, for everything that is happening
you're
to and
funny.
for and from and all the above. So, yeah.
Are you all good now?
Yeah, I'm good. But yeah, I think it's time for us to do
Is it
what we
time for
have to do.
story time,
Yeah, we could do story time.
or what do you want to do?
Huh.
What do you want to do?
I don't know. People have asked me that question.
You know what? I want to ask
People have asked me that question all week long. That's
thank
like
you.
that. People asked me every day last weekend, like when I was gone, like, Hillis, what do you want to do? Hillis, what do you want to do? Hillis, what do you want to do? I'm like, I don't know.
What came to me is actually a question I wanted to ask all of our viewers, and thank you for prompting that because I forgot about it and it just came back. So I was thinking tonight, you guys, let us know like what you require on our show. If you would like to see things or bring different guests on, or like to do more of something, or like to see something we're not doing. So we can bring to the bring. So we can bring. What am I trying to say? So we can bring I'm tongue tied. So we can bring to you, what you require in order to grow right now to assist you. we're here we're working together to co-create this. So let us know your ideas, if anything you like for us to do, create, or anything like that. Oh my gosh, what are you doing now? You're silly.
Well, it's about to thunderstorm here, so I'm just like, eh.
That's what I'm feeling, your thunderstorm. I can feel that. Yeah, I'm feeling all kinds of crazy energy right now.
Yeah, it's all kind of crazy
It's like
happening right now.
it's like the swamp here.
Well, keep it over there.
I'm gonna send it to you.
No, thank you. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah, just let it go. I said it's gonna fall again.
See, look at you. Stop it. Look what you did.
See
Look
how we
exactly.
can create things, guys? That's how easy.
Yay.
Anyhow, oh shoot, I'm getting the giggles tonight. There's some
See,
crazy
see,
energy.
that's what happens when you mess with stuff.
What? Huh?
Nothing. Nothing.
That's
Nothing.
what happens when I mess with something.
Yeah, see, exactly.
This is the fun loving me. This is the child play me.
See, and this is why we always say we never know what's going to happen live
Yes.
because stuff just happens.
Yes.
Stuff just happens. And I hope you guys enjoyed last week's show with Bruce Lipton. I mean, it's one of
Well,
my
I was fascinated.
favorite. It's one of my favorite
I've seen it
interviews
before.
to date. What did you say?
That was an amazing interview. He busted on me, everyone, for my intro last week on how I did not, how I came on and came off in the countdown and everything. So,
Oh,
but
so yeah. So Indigo says, "I love the way you both work together. You bring such awesome energies, knowledge, and cosmic insight. Also love it when you have guests on it adds another dimension. So who knows? Maybe we'll add a new periodic guest live. I just have to reach out to. I have a few people in mind we could do for live
you
shows,
have to
but
bring
yeah,
Ariana back on. She hasn't done an Ariana dictionary in a while.
I know we keep talking about it, but there's so many crazy things happening in New Zealand right now.
What's happening in New Zealand?
I don't know. I
Oh,
don't. I'm not that international.
oh. So I got to tell you something. So talk about I'm on my untrick. Can I tell the untrick the fuckery story? The movement. Can I tell about the movement?
Why are you asking for permission?
I don't know. So I just think it's funny. So there's a comedian that I saw today that is starting a show called The Fuckery, all about all the fuckery in the world, and I thought it was hysterical because I'm like, oh my gosh, the movement is starting. But talk about untrick yourself from the fuckery. Ariana made a sign and she gave it to someone, so it's traveling around New Zealand now. So anyhow, I just thought it was fun because we got to
Beautiful.
continue the momentum.
So I think it is time for story time.
Yeah, let me ground myself into story time because I'm on some kind of crazy energy right now. The
Yeah,
fairies
this
must have gotten
and
to
it
me.
just started storming like crazy here.
Oh, that's what it is. That's where I'm swirling. My head's swirling right now. I'm feeling that.
Well, don't blame my weather for your stuff.
No, I'm just saying I'm swirling right now, and the weather does that to me. So I'm picking up on that. What's that
Well,
do?
well, I'm sorry that you feel that way.
Nothing to be sorry about. I'm just saying it is. Okay,
After
yeah.
a week, after missing a week, it feels kind of interesting to be back.
It was kind of fun being by myself. I haven't done a show by myself in a very long time,
Okay,
so
so
that
we
was
could do alternating weeks.
There we go. Yeah, we could do that every once in a while. No, it was interesting, because I used to do my own show to shift back into that was just an interesting dynamics. So
Yes,
it
yes,
was
yes,
fun
yes.
while you're playing with your family.
And opening secret compartments of the skeletons in the closet.
Oh, Rebecca, the printers in the UK didn't print the t-shirts they gave. Oh, huh. Interesting. I'll get with you later on that. I guess they were having trouble printing the t-shirts. Or probably what they say. I might have to change the way maybe because of how it was spelled. Mm,
Well, that should have nothing to do with it. It's a T-shirt.
I
But
don't know.
anyway.
don't know. I don't know. I'll look up later. Anyhow, okay, everyone, we're getting way off. We're getting out of. I don't know where we're going right now. So let's
Yeah,
reel back in.
yeah. Get back on track, Rebecca.
I took a side tour. I don't know. I went to another dimension. So I jumped over to one of the planets, the dimensional planets.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Okay, we ready?
yeah.
Let me just. I can't put them on my computer because you know what happens.
Well, as long as I'm not talking, you're fine.
Huh?
As long as I'm not talking, you're fine.
You can hear me right now?
Yeah, as long as I'm not talking, there's no feedback or echo.
Oh, okay. So it's just when you talk. Okay, so be quiet so I can do this then. I can see. Okay, everyone. We're just gonna take a little story here on this. Just everybody take a deep breath in. I'm gonna ground myself real quick and calm the energies that be. Align myself. I was getting a little out there. Everybody's take a deep breath and settle into yourself. Allow yourself to open up to anything that might be out of discord in your body right now. There's a lot of energies that are coming up from the past, a lot of ancestral energies that are coming up right now that have been stuck in our DNA that needs to surface right now and come out. Um, hmm. So just take another deep breath in as we begin the story tonight. We're going to call the story tonight the Spiral Dancer of Movement. Where are you, the spiral dancer? Where are you dancing in the root, in the perception of who you are that needs to open up and change to another place? Going through the cycles of growth, the natural law that is, the seasons that keep everything in divine order that is shifting and changing right now to another way, to another place. Where are we looking at those people out there that are similar to us? Finding your tribe, finding who flocks together, knowing the uniqueness of who you are, and that there are other unique birds out there just like you that are waiting to be found, to open to create this community together, to open and spiral, to bring out. The question to ask right now is, where have you been feeling orphaned? Orphaned from who you are, grieving the individual that you used to be as you move through and step into a new world and into a new way, into a new belief system around what you truly desire and who you truly desire to be, where you've left yourself in that old part of you that is grieving at this time, and allow that energy to move in, allow that to open it, that you can release that old part of you and love that old part of you because it got you to where you are in this place today. The fates have been written in time, over time, creating a new spiral of who we are becoming and opening up to that space. Just open to see, open to trust, open to surrender to. Rail yourself to break open and surrender to all that is, to the energy of all that is, to the opening that all that is, and to the energy that is becoming of who you truly be, if you allow that space to be and open up to walk a new line that you've never walked before, to challenge yourself, to be uncomfortable in the comfortableness, and allow that space to open up and spiral yourself, and be the spiral dancer of you. It is now time to dance, to see beyond where you've seen before, to open up to where you've been before, to allow yourself to crack open and be in the energy of you truly be, who you were born here to be, to embody and bring together both parts of thee into a beautiful spiral dance of the two coming together to one, and to open up to connect to all, to open up to spiral out to the world, and to open up to bring change, a change of peace, a change of love, a change of opening, a change of joy. Yes, there is a lot of chaos going on right now, but that's okay. We can release all that. We have to stand in the sacred reverence of who we truly be, and start to claim who we truly are, and open to that space of who we are, and allow that energy to spiral you forward as you dance in a new way, in a new world, in a new light, in a new love, and allow the fear to go, Allow the fear to melt away. For when you play in the fear, it keeps you trapped in the old, orphaned, sitting on a cliff. And when you open to the big love of your heart and crack yourself open, allow that expansion, you could start to move into that spiralness of a new day, a new love, a new you, a new way, and just a beautiful growth of all that is, to continue on this journey, creating something new, creating something that's never been seen before, because we all have it inside of us to be the spiral dancer of light, to spread out to the world in our hearts and bring in the great big love that is really, truly what we were really meant here to be.
I love that.
That will be story time for tonight.
I love that story, because it really connects to the energy that we wish to bring forth. And so I just say this to anyone who's watching: remember the energy that you wish to bring forth
Mm-hmm.
in this time energy, and really, 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 really connect to that. And as you connect to that, just be in the flow of that connection.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. And give yourself permission right now to rest and regroup and review of what was, so you can step in to what you truly want to be. What are you laughing at?
I'm laughing because because we talk about rest, 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 rest. Heck, I've been resting for a pretty long time.
I have too, okay? But we still need to rest. And especially and resting in intervals, like right now, there's a lot going on. We have the new moon, the lion gates open. And so like right now, when you feel yourself opening up, um and that you're going through those reviews, and it gets overwhelming, that's the time your body needs, we have to give our body space to align to this new frequency we're moving into.
Yes,
If we
yes.
just keep on going up and not resting, you're going to crash, and you're going to spiral right back down if you don't give your time to rest and allow your body and allow the flow and the process of the energies to catch up so they can align, catch up, they can align. And if you're tired, you're just allow your body to sleep, because that's how it heals. When your body's resting, it is healing. Where am I putting you to sleep?
I was resting.
Oh, okay.
Don't
You
mind
can
me.
tell us, what have you
I
been doing
since I've
tonight?
been back, it's just been this whole, I don't know, just been different.
Oh,
Yeah.
I draw a little card for Christy.
Yeah.
I'll draw a card.
Yeah.
We haven't done it in a while. Well, I did it last week.
Yeah, I know. I saw last week.
So what was, I would love Rebecka to draw a card for me when that time
But then
comes.
that means
What's that mean?
nothing. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to open up Pandora's box.
She asked, you ask, you shall receive. So, Christy, a little message. The card that came out is all that glitters. So basically, sweet love, the story that was just told, and this is for everyone, is step into that magic, step into the beauty, step into the glittery parts of you that you've been
Yeah.
hiding from, and
Yeah.
allow yourself to shine. Thank you, Christy.
Yeah.
What are you up to, Hillis?
Nothing. I'm just feeling in the energy right now. It's very peaceful, very calm, and I guess that's that spirit's way of saying it's time.
Time for what?
Time for the tune up.
Yes.
No, seriously, it was just like this very calming presence, this very calming energy.
We are definitely in our inner children tonight, just having fun.
And it was
Sometimes we
just
need to do
like,
that, and we need to we need to be playful. We need to be fun.
and so since you did story time, woo! I'll do the tune up. I don't know what I'm gonna do though. I have no idea.
What is that?
Zero, double zero. I mean, I have no clue.
Well, then how you gonna do tune up?
I'll do it the way I always do it. Deborah, I'm so glad you appreciate this playfulness. Hey, which reminds me, you and I have to talk, Deborah. I haven't forgotten about you. I will be in touch with you soon, probably tomorrow. But so, as I take a sip and allow for the energies to gather, allow for the energies to center. Whatever you're doing, wherever you are, whenever you're watching this now or later, as I connect to those who are present in this space with their attention and focused in this moment, call forth the energy of the Creator's light, Creator's love, this formless energy that takes form with your thought, with your attention, with your awareness, with your direction. And everyone just taking a nice big deep breath in. As you allow for this inner child, this wisdom of this playfulness, this innocence of this child to emerge within you, to connect with you. And just imagine this vast playground where you have your choice of toy, this choice of monkey bars or seesaw or whatever it is in this vast playground of energy that you can create with love and joy, intention, and playfulness. And with this creator's light, just allow this creator's light to move from the very top of your head through the vessel of your body, moving down into your limbs, into your arms and hands and fingers and torso and knees and legs and feet and toes, all the way down to the bottoms of your feet, being filled by this creator's light. And this creator's light can take on whatever color or shape, whatever you wish for it to be, because this is this inner child, this playful energy, your willfulness, your creativity to create by whatever you wish to create by. Allowing this energy to be unlimited, unimagined, bringing forth something new into your existence to share with others. Because playfulness is also sharing the level of creativity that you have created something new and you want to show it off to the world. And allow this creation to be birthed from you and to be shared in the playful giddiness, in the playful manner of a child who wants to show off to their parents, saying, look what I can do. Look what I created. Look what I can share with the rest of the world. And allow for this divine light, this divine energy to take form, to take shape because of your thought, because of your intention. And whatever this thought, whatever this is, allow you to hold this thought, this shape, whether if it's just for a second or for longer. Know that you are the one who is the materializer, the manifester of all wondrous and wonderful things. And not just by one's hand, but by one's thought, because all comes from thought first, then to hand, to be seen, to be felt, to be tangible, and then to be shared. And allow your heart now to be open to share this creation that comes from you, this light that is you, to understand the balance, to understand the joys of creation and sharing, and acknowledging yourself in this process, acknowledging who you are, acknowledging your powers. You take back what you have given away to bring to you the wholeness of your being in this process of creation, knowing that creation is unlimited by the imagining thought and energy that you wield, that you are connected to, because you are source, you are connected to source, and all things derive from this one place, knowing that there's always, 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 always more than enough to create and share. And everyone just taking a nice big deep breath. And welcome back. That was
Thank you.
you welcome. Gentle, easy, and
Thank
may
you.
you, and may you all remember the creator that's in you.
Exactly.
Yes. I'm a loss. I'm just feel like yes. And so everyone who's watching, just want to take a gentle reminder that we do this out of the kindness and joys of our heart. And so that our time is valued, just like we value your time. And if you feel guided, we ask that you continue to help us keep the show going by clicking on the link in the description to donate to the show, so that way we can continue to bring you more presentations to uplift your soul, your beingness, to connect to the trueness of who you are, to be that center of your space. And until next week, everyone, keep exploring.
Remember, don't limit yourself, create yourself, be the change in you. Mwah.
Till next week, everyone.